them the Jason Lee Blues. Formation is spreading in one sweeping movement now. The white background is moving away to either side, leaving the dark whole note alone in center stage. The whole note with the blackface makeup and the dark clothing. Also, the boys who make up the whole note have white gloves on at the end of the song. On the last singing of the phrase Jason Lee Blues, the hands went up in a well-known quivering motion that goes with the old minstrel act. Now the juniors are leaving the stage. The Pioneer Trust Company is bringing you this complete broadcast of Freshman Glee from the gymnasium on the campus of Willamette University via the facilities of Oregon's capital outlet, KOCO, in Salem. To many of you who have followed these broadcasts of Freshman Glee by KOCO and the Pioneer Trust Company, I'd like to extend a personal greeting this evening. As you know, I've been an assistant to the broadcast since the first night, March 6th and 48, when we brought you the 40th annual Glee. You must also note that my partner is missing, and Joe Power, known to many of you in both business and private life, has been a member of this broadcast team for 3 consecutive broadcasts. But this year, however, he's serving another tour of duty with the United States Navy and is at present in San Diego. However, using my proxy and this broadcast medium, Joe would like to say hello to you all. He's thinking of this event from San Diego tonight and, of course, wishing he were here to help recreate it for you. As a part of the junior ovation, given the juniors by the juniors. They are throwing their gloves in the air and all over the main floor of the gymnasium. They're also hard to compete against. And now the sophomores, and we'll find out what this Scottish theme is all about that they're wearing. Girls have been escorted to the piano by 2 escorts wearing kilts. And now the large group of sophomores are on their feet, 136 of them. They're the ones that featured the Scottish theme and the parodies in the costume right straight through Glee this evening. They're making the same approach to the stage the juniors did. They're going from their seats on the main floor to the outside aisles along the walls of the gym, right straight down to the stage, right straight up both ends of the stage to the top. Each line is being led by a leader in full Scotch regalia. I wish I knew more about plaid. I'd tell you what clan it is, but I haven't the faintest notion. Immediately behind them, single file. First part of the single file, girls dressed all in white except for Scotch plaid caps. Then suddenly, 2 girls in each line in black with a plaid cap. And more girls in white blouses and white skirts. They're going up to the top of the stage, up to the 6th level, walking across from either end in front of the backdrop, meeting in the middle, turning, coming back down the center of the stage to the front level, spreading there again until they cover in a double row, level number 1, now separating and going in both directions, covering level number 2, looking out in company formation, you might say, toward the audience. So it's up the side, across the top, down the middle, and fan out. Sophomores are almost on stage. There's quite a few of them. It'll take a while. Their song is called Bearcat Fling. The words are by Eleanor Oakes, Mary Jo Ogle, Lauren Ranton. Music by Virginia Bennett. Formation by Donna Mears. One to Go, 43rd Annual Freshman Glee. That was a sophomore song. Words by Eleanor Oakes, Mary Jo Ogle, Lauren Ranton. Music by Virginia Bennard. Formation by Donna Mears. The sophomore song, Bearcat Flame. Leaving the stage, in the same fashion the juniors left it. Sliding side steps off from both sides at the back, down the sides of the stage in a quick step, turning, going down the outside of the gymnasium, back to their seats toward the rear of the gymnasium floor, side step in again, the sophomores will be back in position. It's always difficult in the midst of freshman glee, exciting, thrilling event like this, so different from anything you'll see anywhere else, to imagine this gymnasium being used for another thrilling event, a basketball game. It's hard to conceive. The baskets are raised and out of sight. The place is festooned gaily with a different type of lighting than it ever has in a basketball game, and utterly transformed. For those of you who've never been there and seen the major setup, the main stage, which covers the whole west end of the gymnasium, is right against the west end of the gymnasium and mounts up to a height of about 8 feet in back by 8 inches, rising 6 levels. The back of that is covered by the backdrop, which is different each year to match the theme that student work from the art department. A false ceiling covers the entire roof of the gymnasium just under the rafters. Chairs on the main floor seat the contesting students, and all those who have come to watch the fun are all around the gymnasium. We have discovered that we have forgotten to tell you what the sophomore formation was when they finally got onto the stage. A very clever one it was, too, formed by the plaids and the caps and the blacks and the whites. In a light background was a black Scotty dog, and during the singing of the song, his tail wagged. They did that by shaking their heads. Sophomores apparently are pleased with their performance this evening. We'll see how the judges feel about it. That means, of course, that the freshmen will be next. The name of their song is Campus Papers, and there they come. The freshmen always make quite a bit of noise, and they have a natural enthusiasm, which is still with them. Of course, it's their song festival, isn't it? 2 girls are at the twin pianos down in front, and the class is on its feet. They're coming up the same way, one line at a time, sidestepping out to the outside aisles, and then in quick steps down the outside aisles toward the stage. Quite a group of them, too. In fact, the freshmen have around 130 contestants. They're going to fill up the stage, too. Freshman class traditionally has one of the largest, if not the largest, groups in Glee. They are the challenging group, of course. The last to perform, the last entry in Glee. After they've sung their song, we go into the armed camp routine while we wait for the judges behind that locked door somewhere beneath us here to total up the points and raffle it out for first, second, and third. They never mention fourth place around here. You just figure that out by subtraction. Now the freshmen are filling the stage. They aren't going clear to the top of the stage. They're going right to the first level, filling it up, double row into the second, filling it up, and so forth. They're all in white. No innovations of costume for them. Oh, I beg your pardon, they aren't. First half of them are all in white, both girls and boys, but I see the second half emerging from the gloom back here. A mixed combination. The girls have white skirts and maroon sweaters. And there's a group of boys behind them. Can't see them yet. They're still in the dark. Well, they have white trousers and what appears to be dark navy blue sweaters. There's a lot of freshmen. The stage is becoming filled. They have filled the front and the back rows and parts of the side, and they're leaving a big gap in the center, which I'm sure will be filled by some of this color, and we'll have a formation design here. Formation for the freshmen was done by Jim Hitchman. The words by Bill Jessup and Paul Baker. The music by Edna Hill, Carol Emerson. Ah, yes. Sort of a human convolution in there. The girls are filling up that gap in the formation with their maroon blouses. And we have an idea it may turn out to be a heart. It looks like it could be. Here come the boys with the dark blue sweaters. Ah, indeed it is. It's a large W in navy blue, superimposed over a red heart, and all of that superimposed over a white background. Very colorful, very nice looking, and very neatly marched into, incidentally. Can the freshmen win again? A freshman class hasn't won since the present seniors won back in 1948. Quite a novelty for freshmen to win their own glee. Their song is called Campus Capers, words by Bill Jessup and Paul Baker, music by Edna Hill, Carol Emerson. Here's the final entry in the 43rd Annual Freshman Glee, the freshmen themselves singing Campus Capers.